Hey guys, have you seen it? Have you seen the video of Julius Malema telling us that, or obviously was telling us and everybody that, you know what, we cannot be told by Mkhwanazi what to do. We cannot be told by Mkhwanazi, right? It created a picture, or it creates a perception that Mkhwanazi does not want to attend a parliamentary ad hoc committee, and because of that, you get that thing. Julius Malema is fuming because of that. But also, when you now listen to the other member of EFF, right, when speaking about that, it gives you a different perspective. That's video number 2 that I have to insert. It gives you a different perspective, right, to say, okay, this is how the problem came about. It's not necessarily because Mkhwanazi just decided that he's not going to attend parliamentary inquiry, right? Number 3, you then hear the chairperson then detailing what happened. It gives you a perspective that no, Mkhwanazi did not just wake up and say, I don't want to attend this. So you then have to ask yourself a question: is the anger of Julius Malema justified towards Mkhwanazi, or there's this hostility that is now being created? Because when you listen to the words of Julius Malema, it creates a perspective or an idea that, how best can I say this? It creates this perception that this man cannot stand for his words, right? So it will then create a picture that Mkhwanazi, basically, he did not understand, or he did not anticipate the effect of his very own statement. With that being said, it leads us to the following. Right, so we've got 3 videos that I need to insert in this specific video. But before we can proceed, let's start with Julius Malema addressing members of parliament. Obviously, we will also address therein. Speaking about this story, Mkhwanazi, he said this.
Chair?
Yes, Honorable Malema.
If I was someone, I would say that you guys are looking for a day where General Mkhwanazi is not going to appear before this committee. We're not fanatics, we uniform, whatever he was wearing. We fully agree with General Mkhwanazi. And the bravery is not proven on TV. For those who are clownish and thinking bravery is proven by wearing uniform and carrying guns, bravery is proven by you sitting on that chair and being cross-examined and proving the issues beyond the limited scope of a press conference. That's bravery. Any other thing else is something else other than bravery. So we want him to come, and then he should have been told, please, we want you to appear on such a date. And when he's not appearing on such a date, he ought to have told us why he's not appearing on the date that we are asking him to appear. Then we'll have the basis from there to summon him. But to say to him, tell us your availability, he will tell you it's available on the 25th of December on a Christmas day. What are you going to do about it? So we need to tell him, we need to start. We are ready to start. He's our first witness, and we want the earliest date, not the 22nd. Those who are excited that Mkhwanazi is pushing us back, they are actually excited that Mkhwanazi will not come, because if he comes, he will expose their shenanigans. Mkhwanazi has to appear. And if he appears on the 22nd, and then our time frame as a committee is done, because if Mkhwanazi comes and you take the other people after him, we will not finish this. We are given a time frame to finish this. So if you really want to finish this, if you mean business, you have to give Mkhwanazi a date. We want you to appear on such a date. The date you have given us is unacceptable. You can take your majority view and pretend to be brave and pretend to be with South Africans in seeking the truth. But seeking a later date is a defeat of justice, and you are excited about that. Thanks.
Okay. No,
So you have listened to what I've just said. You have listened to Malema. I want you to tell me this. Is the anger towards Mkhwanazi justified? Let me repeat this. Is the anger towards Mkhwanazi justified or not? Because from where I'm seated, you're going to listen to what they are saying here. You are going to realize something, that basically it's not that Mkhwanazi did not want to attend them, but Mkhwanazi is busy with the Commission of Inquiry, preparing things for the Commission of Inquiry. As a result, he cannot be asked to do multiple things all at once, because the Commission of Inquiry as well, it requires him to come there prepared, right? Because should Mkhwanazi fail to deliver there, it's going to bounce back to who? Mkhwanazi. So somehow I'm listening to this and I'm saying to myself, it makes sense. I understand where Mkhwanazi is coming from. It can't be that there are parallel investigations that are that have started, right? And you are expected to attend both of them, prepare for both of them. How, right? It is not practical. It is not practical. You really need to understand that you're talking to one person. It's like if Mkhwanazi was a lawyer that needed to present in both of them, he will still say the same thing, that I am the same person that is needed in the Commission of Inquiry. I need to go there, present whatever I need to present in the Commission of Inquiry, and I need to be as accurate as possible in the Commission of Inquiry, right? So the preparation time, right? It's not about whether or not he's going to attend parliamentary ad hoc as well as the Commission of Inquiry, but it's about the preparation that it takes to prepare the evidence that he has to present in both of these inquiries, right? So for me, I understand where Mkhwanazi is coming from. I understand that at this particular juncture, you really cannot have the same Mkhwanazi attending two inquiries at a short space of time. Where do you expect him to get the time to prepare for both of you guys, right? It's just practically impossible. If he was told that he was supposed to appear before the commission and he's telling you now that I'm preparing for that commission, I mean, honestly, guys, why don't we wait for him to finish at the commission? Then we can now talk about him coming to parliament. Guys, no. I still say I stand with Mkhwanazi here. Now, we move now to one of the EFF, before we get to the EFF member of parliament as well. Who's this? Is it the chairperson of this committee? I'm not sure. I think it's the chairperson of this committee, explaining some of the stuff, what led to the delay of them having Mkhwanazi appearing before them. He actually tells us that no, you are jumping the gun. No. The reason Mkhwanazi did not appear here is because there are some arrangements. You know what I'm saying? We can't just rush to subpoena somebody. There are some processes and arrangements that are being made. Listen to this.
Try to check if we can have General Mkhwanazi available before the 24th of September, or if that is not possible, we wait for him in line with the decision that has been taken. And I want to plead with the honorable members that we must not even be tempted to say, no, we must issue summons. Let's manage this process in such a way that we will get General Mkhwanazi before us in a way that is amicable. He has not shown any problem on our part. I mean, he's a very honest citizen, engaging with us in a very humble way. So I want to plead with the committee that let's look for a route that does not lead to a showdown. if there is a way in which committee members can mandate us, say, Lakhanyane, may you please go back and explore the following options. We understand that he may be busy at the commission. If the committee says, get into contact with the chair of the commission and request them that they can release him.
Okay, now you move from that. I'm going to insert a video from the EFF member now. So I still feel that Julius Malema is jumping the gun, and I'm very, 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 very concerned about the attitude here, the willingness to subpoena and all the stuff. The words of Julius Malema somehow, man, they sounded a bit, they were unsettling, if I may say. Very much unsettling to me, at least according to me. I was very unsettled by his words because really it created a different perspective. It created a perception or an idea that Mkhwanazi is running away. It made me ask a lot of questions to say, whose side are you in, my man? Hey, right? In whatever is happening in the SAPS, whose side are you in? Now, when you are going to tell us that a man must stand for his words, does this? I'm worried. The way Malema was speaking here, guys. No. I'm very much worried. But let's go. Let's listen to one of the members of EFF as well, who said a very interesting thing in all of this thing. She had this to say.
Good afternoon, Chair and honorable members. Just quickly, I just wanted us to deal with some administration stuff before we go into the actual presentation. Chair, I think one of the problems we have, and we need to nip it in the bud now, and it started off when this committee started, is communication. And there would have not been the issue of what happened in both the WhatsApp group and people or political parties taking interviews if there was just basic communication. And we have allowed the space where administrative issues of the committee or technical issues of the committee that you can call a Zoom meeting. So number one, the terms of reference, Chair. It cannot take over a week to circulate just basic amendments of the terms of reference. And we even had to request that, right? So that was the first problem. The second problem was once the senior counsel was appointed, we don't want to be involved in the nitty-gritty, but that was an important thing that would happen. How are members of the committee finding out on media what is going on? And we have a constituency that we have to ask for. So that would have literally been a 30-minute meeting. This is what we're doing. We've appointed senior counsel, and then now we're moving in. We are going to write letters, and these are the following letters and whatever, done. Like that basic, Chair, and we would have not had all the things that we had to deal with now. So we would have known that this is what we're doing. We said we can do Zoom meetings. Literally, it's 30 minutes to just come and give us a briefing. Those are two very important milestones that we have had in this committee. Then, and Chair, I'm even available just to offer my services as backup on just administration and technical issues, if you like. I'm very, very good at it. But if you don't want my assistance, it's fine. The other thing, Chair, also I suggest that you have pre-meetings with your team before we have meetings here. You know, the whole country is watching us, and it's very clumsy when it's this person, you ask this person to do the presentation, then this one says, no, this one is doing it, and then who's flighting? So if you do a pre-meeting, Chair, I'm not just saying, so we don't look clumsy as a committee. And so you know that when we get here, this person is doing this and this person is doing that. So that was just on housekeeping. I also, Chair, think that it's very wrong that you come here and you reprimand us and say we're misleading the public. So I'm not privy to what the other political parties, when they did their media interviews, but we were very clear as the EFF is that we don't know. And you have not told us. And it would have been unnecessary. We wouldn't have had to do that if we were informed. I mean, how does a journalist tell me who we have appointed and we didn't know? So just going forward, quick meetings, 30 minutes, and it doesn't have to be nitty-gritty. But our last meeting, when we concluded, Chair, it was the terms of reference. There was just a few things that needed to be finalized. Within a day or two, it should have been circulated, and then you just came back and you told us. Now, on the actual, on the status on what you were saying, on the report, number one, I think, and we made this very clear when we started, Chair, we cannot be paying second fiddle to the Commission of Inquiry. Even the suggestion that we must have our meetings in Joburg, we shut that down in our very first meeting. If anything, let that commission have to come here to Cape Town. Already we are putting ourselves like we are not serious as an ad hoc committee, and the Commission of Inquiry is taking precedent over this. Even us accepting affidavits, etc., from the Commission of Inquiry is already a problem, because we are already saying that as members of Parliament and this ad hoc committee that's supposed to be given oversight to government and to the executive, we are not serious. So whenever there's time, or you can come and appear before us. Number two, it was announced that that commission is postponed indefinitely. So I don't understand how we are getting a report that the Lieutenant General is not available because he's prioritized the Commission of Inquiry, when we don't even know when that they don't have infrastructure. How did they even call him or even send him an email? Because they don't have infrastructure. Nothing has been set up. So I think we must go back, Chair, and find out perhaps what's going on, because that Commission of Inquiry, we don't even know the status of it. In terms of also the witnesses, Becky Kele, which MK mentioned, is not there on the list, but there are people in the terms of reference, Chair, that are very clear on who we must interview. So I think they must be prioritized. I also don't think for now the deputy ministers and the acting ministers need to be prioritized. But I don't think we should take the position that we must not have them at all. I think we must focus on the people in our terms of reference immediately. And from there, we will decide what needs to happen and if they need to be called in and not called in. Because there was even Brown that was listed there in the terms of reference that we also needed to look at. So I would have thought that we need to add that in. And just so we are clear, Chair, the evidence leaders, none of them are currently in the employment of the state, if you can speak to that. I spoke about meetings in Joburg and us playing second fiddle and and then just in terms of the public participation, our understanding of the EFF is that we are going to ask the public to make submissions. I do think it might be a bit premature, Chair, for us to do the ad right now and send it out right now. I think we must allow, the key witnesses to come, and then we'll know what it is that we are looking for. And also the public themselves and those who do want to make submissions, they have privy to some of the witnesses and stuff, and then they can respond to that. But in terms of the public participation, the EFF does support that we must allow whoever. There's a lot of people out there, even security guards and drivers, that can come and give us information. So we mustn't limit it to people that are in the public eye or people that we know. Is there anything else that we need to respond to as the EFF Chair that I didn't address?
No, I think you responded adequately, Honorable Matthys. The only thing with the advert is that you would know that it will require some time, because it has to be.
So now, you have listened to the member of EFF, you have listened to Julius Malema, you have listened to the chairperson, right? I want you to tell me in your own words, what do you make about everything that I've just said here? What do you make about everything that have just transpired, right? Where do you think he that is to say, General Mkhwanazi, why do you think Mkhwanazi wouldn't have or why do you think Mkhwanazi spoke or arranged things the way he did? For me, I'll tell you this. What I've said in the past, I still stand by it, that, guys, if you have been into any court just a simple thing, any court. Even if you were there to apply for a protection order, a simple thing, the process that you follow when you do that, you file whatever you need to file, right? After as you are filing that, you compile the evidence that is to be presented before the court. You may not necessarily, in the beginning, you may not compile everything, but you compile the necessary information that the court can work on, right? And then from there, you get given the dates to you must go and serve that person, and then you then appear on that specific date. You go through a preparation. So that is just for a simple thing as a protection order. How much more? When you talk about what Mkhwanazi said, a lot of things, the preparation and everything that goes into that. So if you look at that and you say to yourself, you want to prepare a thorough evidence, not just what he said on the media, but more information about Brown Mkhwanazi. You want him to prepare thorough evidence about the Minister of Police. You want him to prepare thorough information about General Spear. You want him to prepare thorough information about Kati Somolefe. You want him to prepare thorough information about Ket Matlala. You want him to prepare thorough information about some of the other stuff as well that happened. So just on this aspect alone, how much time do you think Mkhwanazi must be given? If he is to appear before the commission, and the commission says, you need to address us. Remember, Ramaphosa said, they are going to make arrest or implementation of whatever recommendation from the commission within a period of 3 months. Those recommendations must be taken into something must happen. So whatever Mkhwanazi says in commission, it has got legal consequences to some of these people. What I'm trying to say is, to rush him now, to split his attention, it's unfair to him. It's unfair on him, because he needs to be thorough. Whatever word, whatever statement, whatever he's going to utter there has got legal And two, if he is not accurate, say for instance, he gives them half-baked information at committee, right? And then he goes to the commission and gives them full information. What are they going to say? You're misleading us. Why didn't you give us this information? At this moment, the rush is uncalled for. The rush is uncalled for. Relax, chill. You're going to get that information. Consider the fact that this person must appear before 2 separate inquiries. Therefore, have grace. It's not like he's refusing to appear, but he's saying, I'm committed. For now, accept that. It happens in court. A judge postpone a case today, maybe for about 3 months, because he will be like, I'm busy on this date, so I can't. We accept that. Why are we not accepting Mkhwanazi when he tells us that he's not ready? On an evidence that it has got legal implication or legal consequences on other people's career. Don't you think we need him to be as thorough as possible? So no. I do not agree with whatever Julius Malema was saying here. I honestly don't agree with it, right? Afford the man the opportunity so that should he fail, it's on him. It's not because he was rushed. It's on him. Remember, even Mkhwanazi himself, his reputation is at stake here. He needs to come and provide more evidence and as accurate as possible. So it's not just about the other people on the other side, right? But it's also about his own reputation, his own character, right? So he needs to be as accurate as possible. Even with little information, he needs to stand before all of these 2 commissions prepared. And lastly, just to give you a different perspective on this one, you see, you can go to any court hearing or proceedings. You will hear that when a person appears before court, you will hear that the person was not, the state is not ready, they are still investigating. It does happen. Probably you'll see that, okay, yes, we know that you can only postpone to a certain extent, but we do know, you and I can agree, having followed different cases, that there's a time where a case is postponed, because the state is still gathering even more information. If that is happening on a legal process, But on this one, Mkhwanazi must provide evidence, tangible evidence, for the commission to act. Don't you think you need more grace? Because here now, it's a bit different than just a normal court. So that's my take. I felt that no, Julius Malema is just rushing things here, and the words that were used were uncalled for. Politicians sometimes, no. For me, I would have accepted the fact that, you know what, he's not available. He will be available on this and this and this and this and this date. When he is available, please come here and present something to us. It's not like he said it's not going to come. But yeah, I'm a man, Ponanda, subject to correction. You probably have your own thoughts and your opinion about it. Let me hear that in the comment section below.